everyone, it's Misty from the Joyful Elf. Welcome back to another card making video. Today I'm going to walk you through a set of monogram note cards that I'm making for a friend of mine's daughter. You may remember that I made that set of note cards a couple of weeks back as a gift to my friend Danae. Well, she loved them, and so did her daughter, who is actually just as in love with stationery as her mama. And they asked if I would make them some sets for her pen pals. So that's what I've been working on. She's been very specific about what she wants to see, which I really appreciate. So I'm working on the very last set today, and it's going to look like this. I'm not quite finished. In fact, I wasn't even going to film this, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to film this because maybe it'll be a good trick for somebody. So I don't know if you can tell that, but it's very glittery, excuse me. Her mama has an aversion to glitter, but Audrey is like me and loves all things sparkly. So I'm going to show you how I achieved this without using colored embossing powder. So what I've done is I've used a die from Simon Says Stamp. Stampin' Up! Used to carry one that cut this edge, but they no longer do. You could use the top note die and do some partial die cutting, but I don't have it, so I just used what I had. And then I'm using the Sophisticated Serifs. This is currently in the Occasions catalog, which ends on March 31st. So you just have a couple more weeks. This set is fantastic. It's pricey, I understand that, but so much use. So much use. And so I really think it's worth it. And you get large uppercase letters, and then you get smaller uppercase letters. And I think the monograms that you can do with this are basically endless. So I'm using this stamp set. I'm using some inks. Today I'm using Smoky Slate, and mine is messy. Let me wipe that off before I get it everywhere. I'm using Perfect Plum, and I'm using Pool Party. I'm also using a Versamark ink pad, and this is very dirty. I'm just going to warn you because I haven't been bothering to really clean my stamps before going back into the Versamark, and you'll see what I mean. To get the glitter, we are using Iridescent Ice embossing powder. I'm using an embossing buddy, and then I'll show you how we'll finish this set. I actually have another set that's just waiting for it to be finished, so I'll walk you through both of them. So I'll probably walk you through one or two monograms, and then I'm going to fast forward through making them, and then we'll catch back up after I get done and get ready to add the pattern paper. So let me pull a card back in and open up. Now this is a traditional monogram, meaning that it's the largest letter in the middle is the person's last name. There's not a million, but there are many different ways that you can do it. It's really up to you, and you can Google monogram etiquette. I think that's what I looked up. I don't even remember, to be honest with you, but this is the way I like it. So we're doing a different color in the middle. Audrey wanted purple and aqua. Oh, a girl after my own heart. So that's what we're doing. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of lining up this, you know what, it's not going to fit in frame. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I'll have to apologize if you happen to see what I'm wearing, because this is kind of a smock I wear when I'm going to be getting dirty. So it's got glue and glue and all sort of crazy stuff all over it. So, okay. So then I'm going to take the frame first, and I'm going to pull in my Versamark ink pad, and I'm going to put the ink on my, I told you it's pretty grungy. First embossing buddy, I always tend to forget. Okay, so now I've put the Versamark on the stamp, and now I'm going to add my ink. And again, this is Smoky Slate. And then I'm going to make sure that I take a baby wipe and wipe any that might get on my block, etc. Because you guys know I'm notorious for getting stuff everywhere, and I'm trying to do this as cleanly as possible. mainly because I need a new blade in my trimmer and I don't want to have to recut these. So I'm just going to go straight down, kind of in the middle. Yep, so there's our frame. Now I'm going to repeat the same process for my letters. So the R is the middle initial, so I'm going to go in with my Versamark, and then I'm going to go in with my Perfect Plum, and then I'm going to stamp this in the middle. I got it a little crooked. And then I'm going to take K for the first name. And again, I'm going into the Versamark, and then I'm going into Pool Party. And I'm just kind of centering this on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to take M, which is the other initial, go into Pool Party. Put it on the right. Awesome. Then I'm going to pull in a piece of scratch paper that I folded in half to be my catcher for my Dazzling Diamonds, or no, it's not. Iridescent Ice. And since we used the Versamark first, the embossing powder will stick to our piece of paper, and we don't need color embossing powder. So you can basically do any kind of color combination you want. Let me show you one more, and then we'll heat this up. Now I will say that you can use that embossing buddy till you're blue in the face, but you're still gonna get glitter everywhere. Just the nature of the beast. So after I do a project like this, and I know that I'm gonna make some cards like for Operation Right Home who cannot have any kind of glitter or whatever, I use a Swiffer to clean up the glitter, even if it's just one of those off-brand from the Dollar Tree Swiffers. Just any kind of matte, or one of those staticky kind of cleaning pads that'll clean up glitter. Okay, so Versamark first, then your ink color. And you don't have to necessarily tap it this many times, but I do just to be sure. And actually, I'll just let you watch me make. Well, no, I've got 3 more, or 2 more. So let me do this right here. Apologize if my head is getting in the way. Okay, and then the R. Now I am wiping off the R with the baby wipe because there's so much extra space that's collecting ink. And I missed just a little bit, but it's not that big a deal because I can pull in my marker. That is Blackberry Biss. I don't want that marker. Not that one. Come on now, where's my Perfect Plum? Elegant Eggplant. Where's my perfect? Do I not have one? That's Blackberry Bliss. This is Elegant Eggplant. It's Rich Razzleberry. How do I not have a Perfect Plum marker? Oh, here it is. It's in the wrong area. I know you guys are probably going, what is she doing? Okay. 4 markers later. All right, let me get this. You have a little bit of wiggle room, of course, with Versamark because it's a sticky ink, so it takes longer to dry, which is why it's perfect for heat embossing. Okay, bring back in our scratch paper. Okay, so since I've done 2, I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss these, finish the rest. So this will all be in fast motion for a little bit, and then we'll catch back up when I'm ready to add the rest of the pattern paper. So I will be back or to talk to you in just a minute. Okay guys, so these are what I've made so far. So I did the green in wild wasabi and then pistachio pudding. And then of course I did the purple imperfect plum, and then the aqua is Pool Party. So I'm gonna do Pool Party DSP. This is from the DSP paper stack, the Subtles collection, and so is the wild wasabi. So I'm gonna take my bone folder and we'll do with the wild wasabi first. Actually, since these aren't folded yet, let me go ahead and stamp the back. So everything I've used so far has been Stampin' Up's product. The only thing that's not is this paper, and it's paper tray ink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up on the bottom. And then I'm going to run snail. Oops. Oh no. Really, Misty? Really? Crap. Well, like I'm redoing a card. Jeez Louise. Yep, there's just no coming back from that. Dang. All right, let me keep going. Let me wipe my hands off. I thought I got them good. Apparently I did not. Okay, here we go again. So I'm gonna put some snail. Gonna line this up at the bottom. There's gonna be a little bit of overhang. Just like that. And then I'm going to trim off the sides. I would use my trimmer, but like I said, the blade is broken. It's not broken, I just need a new one. Okay, it's going to look like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my corner rounder. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Corner Chomper, and I'm going to use the 1/2 inch side, and I'm going to chomp these bottom corners, and then I'm going to take my Perfect Plum marker, and I'm going to add, nope, that's, make sure I'm using the right one. I'm going to add some faux stitching. And that is what the finished card is going to look like. She does want some shimmer, but I think there's a lot on this one. So I'm going to finish these up, and then I'll be back at the very end to show you what they all look like. So I will talk to you in just a minute. Guys, here are the two that I made today. So they all have, like I said, the DSP on the bottom with the polka dot pattern. This is wild wasabi and pistachio pudding. This is perfect plum and pool party. Let me show the other ones that I've done. This is probably my second favorite. This is Soft Sky and Night of Navy. I really like how this turned out. And then this one's for a 5-year-old that doesn't really quite know what monograms are, but this is Wisteria Wonder and pool party. So yeah, I think they turned out really cute. I really like them. As always, the supplies to purchase so you can make these are listed down in the description box below. If you are interested in just purchasing some sets of these, I sell them for a set of 5 for $15 plus shipping. So you're welcome to message me if you're interested in that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.